Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Classic Movie Buffet Theater. All right. As always, I'm your host, Mike, and over here is the skeleton who loves to eat gelatin, Norm. How you doing, Norm? You good? All right, buddy. All right, now on today's episode, before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much to all the people that have commented and liked the video and watched the last video that I did. I appreciate it greatly. Every single view, every single comment, every single subscription, every single like, I love it all. Thank you all so very much. Now, moving forward, we're going to get into today's episode of Classic Movie Buffet Theater, and we're going to talk about a movie that came out in 2003. Now, I know I usually go back a little bit farther and talk about earlier movies, but this one has been on my mind. I wanted to talk about it for a while now, so I thought, let's go ahead and do it and get it out the way. Okay, so this movie came out in 2003, was directed by Jonathan Liebsman, and he directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake in 2006. He directed The Wrath of Titans, which was a sequel to Clash of the Titans. And he also directed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2014, that movie that came out. So he's got a wide range, a wide variety of different types of films that he's done, and they've all been good. I've enjoyed all of them for the most part. This movie stars Chaney Clay. Now, he played in one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was in the movie Legally Blonde with I can't think of her name right off the bat, Reese Witherspoon. And he was in 16 episodes of a TV show called The Shield. And I believe that was one that was on FX. It was a cop drama that was on FX. Okay. The movie also stars a Emma Caulfield Ford, who also played in 85 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She played in 4 episodes of WandaVision, and she played in 30 episodes of Beverly Hills 90210. Now, of course, I've never watched Beverly Hills 90210, and I haven't really watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer that much. I know. But I did watch her in WandaVision, and she was really good in that. Okay, and the movie also stars a Grant Pyro. Now, Grant Pyro starred in Crocodile Dundee in L.A. He was also in the movie Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he voiced the creature in 2010's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. So a pretty good cast for this movie. I rather enjoyed it when I've watched it several times. It's called Darkness Falls. The plot of the film is a vengeful spirit has taken the form of the Tooth Fairy to exact vengeance on the town that lynched her 150 years prior. Her only opposition is the only child, now grown up, who has survived her before. So let's take a look at the trailer for Darkness Falls. Here we go.
Over 150 years ago, in the town of Darkness Falls, Matilda Dixon was adored by all the children. Whenever one of them lost a tooth, they would bring it to her in exchange for a gold coin, earning her the name, the Tooth Fairy. But when 2 children didn't come home, they blamed Matilda, and they hanged her in the light. Now, they thought the past was dead and buried, but it's about to come back with a vengeance.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
What the hell was that?
I get these things, these night terrors. I don't know what's real and what's not.
She won't come in the light.
Who?
You know who.
You stay in the light, you stay alive. Just walk towards my voice. Come on, it's just 3 steps.
How close is it?
This winter, evil rises. Darkness falls.
Okay, the special effects in this movie were good, were terrific. The little boy, I can't remember what his name was, but anyway, he was really good in this movie. The gentleman, Clay, was still plagued by what they called night terrors. And he was on medication, and couldn't be out of the light. Always had to be in the light. And the same thing was happening to that little boy, so that's why he ended up coming back into town. And found all this was going on, and ended up in another struggle with the so-called Tooth Fairy lady, the Vengeance woman, the Vengeful Spirit, I should say. But anyways, it was a great movie. It was well directed, well acted. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like I said, I've watched it several times. There were so many different versions of Tooth Fairy movies out there. Some are hit or miss. This is one of the good ones. There was one other one that came out a few years after this, and it had one of the guys that played in the Jason versus Freddy movie, but I can't think of his name right off the bat. But anyways, it was okay. It wasn't, a big movie blockbuster. Well, this one wasn't either, but this one I think had more of a budget, than the other one did. But they were both good movies. I'll have to look that up, and I might put it in the description down below, to check it out too. But it was a great film. I enjoyed it immensely. The Cheney Clay, I've never seen him in anything else. I hadn't seen him in Buffy, and I haven't watched Legally Blonde. I know, don't kill me in the comments. And I never watched The Shield, but in this movie he was excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed his character in this movie. He played the character, and you could always tell that he was terrified. He played that part so well, even though he's not supposed to be, but when he needed to be, you could always tell by the look on his face that he was absolutely terrified. He played it so well. Now, the spirit that was in this movie was actually played by a man. I cannot think of the name at the moment, but it was a man that played the Tooth Fairy, and did an amazing job. And like I said, the special effects were awesome in this movie. So if you haven't seen this movie before, definitely check it out. It's a great Halloween watch. I know, with Halloween coming up, everybody's wanting to show, of course, the classic, all the Halloween films and that kind of stuff, but they kind of get played out after a while. I mean, it's not that I hate the films. I love the Halloween films. I really do. But you reach a point where you've seen them so many times, you just don't, you want to watch something different. And this is one of those movies that you can watch, and it's a great film. It's got some jump scares. It's a really good movie. So kind of like broaden your horizons and get kind of like away from the Michael Myers films, and watch a few other things that are actually really, really great films. So that, like I said, this is one of them. So let me know down in the comments below if you've seen this movie before. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? How many times, do you watch it, every once in a blue moon, or is it something you've watched more than that? Just let me know down in the comments below how you feel about it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Those of you that have, I greatly appreciate it. And those of you that are just watching the videos, I appreciate that as well, just as much. Okay. Norm over there appreciates it. I appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it. So just get us out there, let other people know about us, and make this channel what it needs to be, what I'd like for it to be. And I hope that you guys enjoy the content that we're putting out. So remember, today was Classic Movie Buffet Theater. So Sunday will be Supernatural Sunday, where we'll talk about the next 2 episodes of season 4. We're getting close to the season finale there. And then I'll see you guys back on Tuesday for a Mike's Movie Rampage. So until Sunday, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye-bye.